None of us would have chosen the sad circumstances in which we find ourselves today. With the passing of Mayor Lumumba, we now find ourselves at a crossroads. I believe that Jackson needs a progressive, forward-thinking mayor who will work for the entire city and who will continue the good work that Mayor Lumumba started. Our city needs a mayor who has a proven record of working with people from all over the city, from all walks of life. We need a combination of experienced leadership and the willingness and the ability to innovate and to think outside the box. Most importantly, we need to move forward as one city with the understanding that we are all truly on the same team. The time of petty politics and turf battles are over. I call on the other candidates in this race, most of whom I know and respect, and with whom I have worked in the past, to join me in a constructive dialogue that puts the people of Jackson first. I believe that the best days of this city are still ahead of us. We are going to build upon the real progress made over the last few years by the many great men and women who have served this wonderful city of ours. We are going to tackle the infrastructure challenges that this city faces, as well as the opportunities for economic development that will benefit us all. We're going to make Jackson a safer city for all of its citizens. We're going to continue our work to get our fiscal house in order. We must do all of this with the understanding that every part of our city, every neighborhood, every business, and every person is equally important. We are all Jacksonians. We are all connected, and we bring a part of the solution, each of us, to the table. I'm grateful for the opportunity that I've had to serve Ward 7 for the last 29 years. And I look forward to this new, exciting chapter in the future of our city. I will consider it the greatest blessing of a career that's been filled with blessings if you choose me as your mayor. Thank you again for being here.
The obvious question. What do you say to voters who say this is an African-American city and a white candidate has a hard time getting elected to a mayor's role in the city this range?
Well, I'll tell you about the history here. In 1985, we changed the form of government, and we changed it to 3 predominantly black wards and 3 predominantly white wards. The ward that I was elected to represent was called the Swing Ward. And I have represented this swing ward for all these years now. I don't feel that I'm the candidate of the black community. I feel like I represent the diversity of this ward, and I think that that would transfer beautifully to the same leadership for the entire city of Jackson. I don't think I've ever been handicapped by that before. I have always had African-American opponents, people I respect and continue to work with, but I've always done well, and I do represent a majority of African-American ward.
Such a crowded field in this race. How do you distinguish yourself? Because you have 2 colleagues in the council that are also running. How do you distinguish yourself from them?
Well, I feel I bring a great deal of experience to the table. 29 years here in the city, working under 5 different mayors, representing the most diverse constituency in the city by far. And I feel like I've done it all. I've served as president of council, vice president of council, budget chairman over and over. I've done just about all of it. And so people have asked me through the years, Margaret, why don't you run for mayor? And with this untimely death of this mayor, I asked myself again when people were calling that question, and I said, why not? Maybe it's time.
Councilwoman.
Questions for you. I can make some up, but I don't think Al will hit me. I'm good.
Now, Scott, we know you can do that. Don't.
I love it.
Councilwoman, question I have, in the past, the county ledger has looked at attendance on city council meetings, and at some point they had brought up that you had missed quite a few meetings before. How do you feel that would look as going into mayor, and looking at some of your attendance records in the council meetings?
Well, let me say this, that record was not zoning meetings, special meetings, all of those things. That was council meetings, and at that time, my husband had surgery, and I did miss several meetings for that reason, but I think that it was not a large number of meetings, and I think that if you look at people who are here for zoning, which is one of the most important things that I do, special council meetings, which is one of the most important things we do. We handle the budget and the payroll and all of those things at that time. I think that you will see that as far as carrying on the business of the city, I haven't skipped a meeting.
Ms. Simone, who are your backers at this time?
I think you see them right here. No, but I've gotten so much encouragement from people that I've worked with through the years. I have a number of women who feel strongly about this. My family, I have 5 daughters, and my husband, Dr. Simone, a lot of the students that he teaches. I mean, it's just like it's always been for me. It's just a very diverse group of people who are interested and are backing me.
Do you think the city needs a woman mayor this time around?
It wouldn't hurt.
Why so?
Well, we haven't tried this before in the city. Why not give it an opportunity? I certainly have proven that I'm capable of doing any of the jobs, any of the work that comes on my council desk. And I would just love the opportunity to do that.
Also, over the weekend or on Friday, you had mentioned about the robocalls to some of the residents in your ward. Have you ever found out more information on that at this point?
I really haven't, and I would hope that the city, one, I would love to know who's paying for these robocalls. But secondly, I hope the people of the city would ignore them. I have no idea what the motivation is for these calls. In fact, they're so tricky you can't even tell who's paying for them. But somebody's paying big bucks for these calls. And they are nothing, their whole purpose is to further divide this city. And I would never participate in anything like that.
What are those robocalls saying now?
You'd have to ask someone else. I didn't get one, I've heard 3. But people here can tell you, there's some that have gotten them. You haven't got one?
No, but I haven't.
Move back to Jack and you'll get one. I'm teasing.
Ms. Simone? Hi. Do you plan on sticking with Mayor Lumumba's agenda at this point, or do you have other plans in mind?
Well, I think certainly the vision that he had of us working together as a city was one that no one would disagree with. But of course, everybody that assumes the role of mayor of the city brings their own ideas to the table, and that will evolve. But certainly, the vision that he had of us coming together as one city is one that I embrace. Thank you.
Thank you.
If there are no more questions, thank you all for being here. I appreciate it.